There are many reasons why most embroidery business owners struggle, even before they get started. In this video, I'm going to discuss with you three of those reasons. And the first reason is buying the machine before buying the knowledge. This is one big mistake that most embroidery business owners make. They just go ahead to buy the machine without seeking knowledge, without looking for someone that will teach them or train them the right way to acquire the right knowledge to be able to run this business properly. Many new embroidery business owners invest in the business before even understanding how the business runs. There are so many things that comes with running an embroidery machine or operating an embroidery machine or having an embroidery machine, and you must identify these things and put them into consideration. And one of those things is choosing the right embroidery machine for your embroidery business. Also, you have to make research. What are the hidden costs in this business you are going into? You have to understand that there are so many hidden costs. Another thing you have to put into consideration, you have to learn about is the maintenance of the embroidery machine. You have to learn how often you'll be maintaining your embroidery machine, because if you go for the wrong embroidery machine, it's going to stress you a lot. The second thing that actually makes most new embroidery machine owners struggle is that they ignore proper digitizing education. Digitizing is actually the soul of every embroidery business. You must learn digitizing. Even if you want to employ somebody, even if you want to outsource your digitizing, you have to learn digitizing so that when you employ somebody and there's a mistake, you will know how to correct them on the mistakes. And when you outsource your digitizing and there's an error, you'll be able to quickly fix the error in the digitizing. This is very important. You have to learn proper digitizing, not just digitizing, proper digitizing before you go ahead to buy your new embroidery machine. The third thing that actually makes most new embroidery business owners struggle is that they don't study the business model before going into it. You have to understand the business model you want to go into. Are you going to be running logos for schools? Are you going to be doing for fashion brands like running embroidery flapper pockets or like other designs for fashion business owners? Or you're a fashion business owner that want to be running your own embroidery designs or monogram designs yourself? Or are you going to be working with corporate brands on contracts, like working with banks and big industry? You have to understand these things before you even go ahead to buy your first embroidery machine. You have to understand who your target audience are and the area you are focusing on. Now, what is the real damage of rushing into the embroidery business without proper education and without learning about the business? One of them is loss of money and waste of time. You are going to lose a lot of money and you are going to waste a lot of time if you don't go for the knowledge before going for the business. Another thing you'll be having is emotional frustration. You'll be frustrated almost every time because you don't go through the right channel. You don't learn before you rush into the business. And this might lead to you quitting too early. And you'll be thinking that the industry is bad or the industry is too stressful because you do not go through the right process before you get started or before buying your new embroidery machine. Lack of preparation is bad. And this is what I would tell anyone that is starting today. You have to learn about the machine and the industry. You have to understand pricing. You have to learn proper digitizing fundamentals. Even if from the beginning, you are not going to learn everything about digitizing. You have to learn the fundamentals of digitizing before you go ahead to buy your new embroidery machine or before you go ahead to buy your first embroidery machine. Another thing that you have to do is that you have to learn how successful embroidery businesses operate. Knowledge reduces expensive mistakes, and the ones who survive long term are not the one with the biggest embroidery machine. They are the one with the strongest understanding. If you want to learn embroidery and digitizing the right way, send me a message on WhatsApp with the number in my bio, or book a clarity and strategy session with me with just 20,000 naira, equivalent of $20. Check the link in my description. I will see you in the next video.